Zdravo svima. Hello everyone. My name is Joana Knezevic and I'm from Serbia. Let's go back in 1984, 20th of May. One woman called Maria and one man called Branimir are running to the hospital. They're running to the hospital because the lady's pregnant. They came to the hospital, push, 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 push. Congratulations! You just got a baby girl. May I see the baby? Congratulations! May I see the baby? You cannot. You cannot see the baby. Why I cannot see my baby? Your baby is different. Your baby is different. Your baby is different. My baby is different? What's wrong with my baby? I want to see my baby girl. And here I am. I was born one out of 2,800, according to the United States research. I was born with a cleft lip. Cleft lip is when your upper lip doesn't come together in the womb. That causes a lot of problems. First of all, with feeding. My mom and dad didn't know anything about cleft lip. It was a huge stigma. Nobody could help them. Doctors, society was very judgy. Even when they tried to find the doctor who's going to do the first surgery for me, they had to go all around ex-Yugoslavia. They were very curious. Here's my dad. He got a beautiful beard, but unfortunately he got a shave because he didn't know, is it going to affect his baby girl? They didn't know anything. We didn't know anything about cleft lip and palate. It sometimes comes together. I was born only with the cleft lip. So my dad and mom were curious enough to search for a right doctor, and they did it. My first surgery was done, but the first surgery is just the beginning. Just the beginning. Since then, I had many surgery. They did my nose. They took a bone from my hip. They built my nose. They did my lips. They did everything. And it's still not done. It's not still finished. I need to go back this summer and do it again. My gum ridge. The challenge is enormous. It's really hard to get through the school and not be put in a hospital. Why? Because affected patients experience many dental, aesthetic, speech, hearing, and psychological complications and have a higher incidence of severe dental condition. This is just a few. Number one that I remember clearly is bullying. I was bullying since I remember myself. I was bullying in the kindergarten. I was bullied in my primary and my middle school. The reason was, she's different. They even called me animalistic name. They compare me with the animal. Do I look like an animal? Mom, what's wrong with me? I started walking this way. My aunt would pull my head and ask me to walk proudly. I was ashamed of myself. I was really ashamed. Why me? Why me? Nobody could tell me the answer. Nobody could find me the answer. I asked questions, no answers. Because our society still today doesn't provide a platform where you can learn about cleft lip and palate. They don't even think about inclusion. They don't think about the movies, commercials, and everything that represents us, that represents me. I couldn't see myself in the commercials. Today in the States, you can find a baby doll that looked like me at that time. Back then, nothing. Just a huge amount of pain in combination with shame was present. In 1994, I lost my father. My father, Branimir, died in the crash accident. It was really tough time for my mom as a young widow. She was 34 years old. She didn't know what to do in the 90s in Serbia. Even the war started around. So She struggled to raise me and my brother. Still, I was a scarf. I was bullied. I didn't know how to handle. So I ended up in fights. I fought with everyone. Whoever mentioned my father or my mom, I would end up punching, fighting. However, I had very good art teachers. Art really found a way to communicate with me, but still was not enough. I was good in sports. I was a professional handball player. Not enough. I felt that inside of me, there is a story to be told. There is something that I need to do for others. I felt it because I couldn't connect. I wanted to see myself in somebody. I wanted to see somebody to understand what's going on there, why my face is different. And then, through theater, Sir Milan, he gave me all platform to explore. I was accepted. Nobody even challenged me. Nobody asked questions about my appearance because they liked what I did on stage. They laughed. They liked jokes. They liked how I transform, how I can make them feel. And that was matter. I made them laugh. That was good. So everything was accepted. It was a time when I was supposed to prepare for my university. Day, nights, rehearsal. I went to the university, I went to the room. Great job, fantastic performance. I'm sorry, you don't have body for the actress. What? Excuse me? Second, the same thing. 5, the second, and again, and again, and again. I tried to enter the university 11 times. They rejected me just because a little scar above my lip. The representation matters. I want to see everybody represented on the stage. I want to see everybody represent in the movies. I want to see everybody everywhere because that's our society. And that's what I'm advocating today. I was curious enough after all this rejection to travel. Why? Because I met so many people. Being rejected, I gained muscles to learn about others, to meet other cultures, to meet other people. I went to the United States for the first time, just to see how it's going to be. I applied for Act One Studio. They accepted me right away, and I started my voice and speech classes and my acting studio. My speech, very often people ask me, how can I speak clearly without any, difficulties? That's because my grandma, Ljubica, she would close to my face. She would come close to my face when I was a baby. She would speak to me slowly and clearly because I still today have a problem with the right ear. That's also difficulty. That affects us until the rest of our lives. But hey, we are here. We are all different. That's okay. That's good. Because if we were the same, we would be very boring. Trust me. Anyway, so I went to the Chicago. I did all the classes. They really liked what I did. They asked me even to stay, but I said, no, let's go back. Let's go back to my homeland and try it one more time. And hey, I got accepted. My teacher, Mirjana, she loved what I did. She even didn't ask me anything except one thing. She said one thing, Joanna, because of all prejudice right now and today, and all misrepresentation about female body, you need to work twice harder than everybody. Do you accept the challenge? Right away I said, yes I do. Do you really accept? Yes I do. I was a student of my generation when I graduated. So it's possible. After that, I even challenged myself more. I went to audition for another companies. Even I didn't speak French. I was accepted into the French theater companies where I stayed for 3 years. Being different is actually my power. My scar, now it's my power to tell the story and share the ideas that everything is possible if you believe and you want to be accepted and visible. And here I am at Cal Arts, California Institute of the Arts. I'm the first Serbian who entered the university. I'm the first Serbian who graduated from Cal Arts. And here I am in China. I perform all around the world, Spain, Cuba, Italy, France, as I said, Serbia. And I think if you believe enough, if you truly believe, you can change the world. Because the curiosity about you, about others who sit right now next to you, is what leads us to build better future for all of us. It's not about me. It's about all my brothers and sisters who were born different. It matters for them. And for all mothers today who carry babies with a cleft lip. Back then, my mother didn't know. She was surprised. But it's okay to have your baby completely different, or maybe just the same, like you or anybody else. You're gonna create something out of it. I'm sure you will. And each and one of you, for all you, my students, I know you will. You just need to believe enough. And hard work will pay off later on, for sure. And you go up and down, it doesn't matter. You believe. And just be humble. Be humble enough. And don't be ashamed of yourself. And here we are. Be curious about otherness, celebrate them, and you'll feel proud to be alive here and celebrate this beautiful planet, because we are all different. Thank you very much for listening, and thank you very much for being with us today.
Okay, Joana.